This nation is being divided with differentiating values. What you are seeing is an exodus of freedom-loving people to the state of Florida, where Ron DeSantis won decisively. Last time he won by 30,000 votes. This time he turned Miami-Dade County red and won by almost 20 percentage points. This is partly because of the influx of those who value freedom and what America was based on. This unfortunately affected races like New York because so many of them moved to Florida. Also, many Republicans left California. What this means is that some locations are becoming more blue and others becoming more red. And unfortunately, we're dividing along values. There are those who think that it's fantastic to tax people at higher rates because it's very greedy of them to want to keep what they've earned, but virtuous to want to take it from them. Some people want drag queens at school teaching little kids. Some people think it's appropriate to smack the cigarette out of the mouth of a 12-year-old, but to encourage him if he wants to take puberty blockers and mutilate children. I could go on, but you get the gist. And honestly, we're becoming like oil and water. We cannot coexist in the same pond because the values are so different. So you have to take a look and decide what your values are. If you are the type of person that values drag queen story hour for kids and them prancing around and think that it's great to take 5-year-olds to a drag-friendly event, I've got no time for you. You've got no time for me because I obviously oppose something that you find incredibly valuable. If you want to take more money from me from taxes to pay for diversity, inclusion, and equity consultants, to pay for $800,000 or $1 million unit, one-bedroom units in Los Angeles, for example, for homeless people, well, you don't have any use for me because I personally don't think that's a very good use of my hard work and the time that I put in to earn that money. So we're going to divide. I'm not laying the blame directly on you. Maybe it's on me. Maybe when we look at this years and years from now, historians will identify those on the red side, those on the freedom side of the aisle, which is where I definitely am at this point, as being the kooks. And, they absolutely should be able to mandate that somebody take a vaccine that doesn't prevent transmission and doesn't prevent them from getting the disease, because we said so and we are morally right, and don't you dare question it. Don't you dare question whether or not Hunter Biden's laptop was real. Of course it was a fake, they told us. They want us to believe this, but again, we are diverging like oil and water. And the value system, the shared values of America are disappearing because we are getting our information from an echo chamber. And one echo chamber thinks that it's great to mutilate one kid's genitals. Okay, let's wait, let's time bear out as to who's right. And some people feel that maybe they should be protected and wait to do that until they're at least 18. I'm not saying that have the right position here, because again, time will bear that out. But again, we are moving away like oil and water, and maybe it is time for a national divorce, because I will not be in a friendship with somebody that thinks these things. And I know that makes me the extremist, right? That the left never will vilify somebody that doesn't want to pay higher taxes, that doesn't want CRT taught to their kids in schools, etc., all the things that I've just mentioned, that thinks that withdrawing from Afghanistan as we did was the height of American power, or maybe we should diminish American power because who cares about those soldiers? Because, they're on the right probably, and they're not good people, and they don't care about the Afghan citizens. No, we should go ahead and follow a brainless, demented leader that takes us out from Afghanistan in such a manner, and whose son, obviously has business dealings in Ukraine and everything that's going on in Ukraine right now. Look, things are going perfectly according to these people, and they're in this cult that believes that we should all vote with them. And many people, I know many leftists that said that they will no longer be in a relationship of any type, family members, with somebody who might have chosen to vote Republican for the first time in her 72 years of life. And yes, that's a personal family story that I happen to know about. And I'm sure it's happened many, many places to many, many people. Time will bear it out. But again, I believe that I don't want to interact with these people. They don't want to interact with me. Let history decide who's the kook. Peace.